Motivation is unreliable because it is emotional, and emotions are unstable by nature. Motivation arrives when conditions are favorable, when sleep was good, when results are visible, when praise is nearby. But the moment resistance appears, motivation collapses. That is not a flaw in you. That is the nature of motivation itself. It is reactive. It depends on mood, environment, energy, and reward. And anything that depends on those things cannot be trusted to carry you through difficulty. When people say they lost motivation, what they really lost was the illusion that progress should feel good. Motivation conditions you to believe action must be preceded by desire. Discipline reverses that lie. Discipline says action comes first and feelings follow later, if they come at all. The danger of motivation is that it trains you to stop when the emotional payoff disappears. It creates inconsistency. One strong day followed by 3 weak ones, one burst of effort followed by a long collapse. Over time, this inconsistency erodes self-respect. You begin to doubt yourself, not because you are incapable, but because you keep relying on a system that fails under pressure. Discipline does not fluctuate. It does not spike and crash. It is boring, repetitive, and dependable. And dependable systems outperform emotional bursts every time. If your progress depends on how you feel, then your future is controlled by circumstances. Discipline removes circumstance from the equation. It replaces hope with structure. It replaces excitement with reliability. And reliability is what actually builds outcomes. Discipline is not a feeling. It is a decision enforced repeatedly. Feelings are internal weather. Decisions are commands. When you mistake discipline for motivation, you expect alignment before action. When you understand discipline correctly, you act first and allow alignment to catch up. Discipline is obedience to a rule you set when you were thinking clearly. It is not dramatic. It is not heroic. It is the ability to execute while emotionally neutral or emotionally resistant. Discipline is what allows you to operate even when confidence is absent. In fact, discipline thrives in the absence of confidence. Confidence is fragile. It grows from results. Discipline creates those results without needing confidence to exist beforehand. This is why disciplined people appear confident. They trust their systems, not their emotions. Discipline removes decision fatigue by eliminating choice. There is no debate. There is no negotiation. The task exists, therefore it is done. Over time, this repeated obedience rewires identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and start seeing yourself as someone who executes. That identity shift is not motivational, it is neurological. The brain adapts to repeated behavior. Discipline builds a feedback loop of action, completion, trust, and trust is far more powerful than motivation. Motivation excites you, trust stabilizes you. Discipline is the bridge between intention and reality, and it does not care whether you feel ready. You do not need confidence to act. Confidence is not a prerequisite for execution, it is a reward from it. Waiting to feel confident is another delay tactic disguised as preparation. Structure is what replaces confidence in the early stages. Clear routines, fixed times, non-negotiable actions. Structure removes ambiguity, and ambiguity is where fear hides. When the plan is vague, fear expands. When the plan is specific, fear shrinks. Structure tells your mind what happens next, so it cannot invent excuses. Repetition within structure is what builds competence. Competence builds evidence. Evidence builds confidence. This sequence cannot be reversed.
Anyone who claims they just need confidence is actually saying they want the feeling without earning the proof. Discipline does not negotiate with that desire. It forces repetition until the body learns the task and the mind follows. Over time, behavior becomes automatic. At that point, discipline has completed its job. The mistake most people make is chasing emotional readiness instead of installing behavioral systems. Emotion fluctuates, systems endure. Systems do not care how you feel, they execute anyway. That is why they work. Waiting to feel ready is self-deception dressed up as patience. Readiness is not a state you enter. It is a story you tell yourself to justify delay. The mind craves certainty before risk, but certainty only arrives after exposure. This creates a loop where you demand proof before movement, even though movement is the only thing that creates proof. Discipline breaks this loop by acting under incomplete information. It accepts discomfort as the price of progress. People who wait feel responsible, but responsibility without action is just another form of avoidance. Action clarifies. Action exposes weaknesses. Action builds skill. Waiting builds nothing. Discipline understands that imperfect action now is superior to perfect intention later. There is no perfect moment. There is only the moment you decide to move despite resistance. Every time you wait, you reinforce hesitation. Every time you act, you weaken it. Over time, this compounds. Hesitation becomes habit, or action becomes habit. Discipline chooses the latter. It does not require certainty, it creates it. Excuses are negotiations with weakness. Every excuse is a conversation where comfort is allowed to speak. Discipline ends the conversation. It does not argue with excuses, it ignores them. Excuses often contain truth. You may be tired, you may be stressed, you may be overwhelmed, but truth does not equal permission. Discipline separates explanation from justification. It understands that reasons do not change requirements. Allowing excuses trains your nervous system to associate resistance with retreat. Discipline retrains it to associate resistance with action. That conditioning is everything. Over time, excuses lose their power, not because life becomes easier, but because you stop responding to them. Responsibility replaces justification. Execution replaces explanation. Pain is inevitable. This is non-negotiable. The only choice is which pain you accept. Discipline carries immediate discomfort, but long-term control. Avoidance carries short-term comfort, but long-term regret. Regret is heavier than discipline. It accumulates. Discipline is paid daily in small installments. Regret is paid all at once with interest. People who avoid discipline think they are avoiding pain. They are not. They are postponing it and magnifying it. Discipline reframes pain as training. It does not personalize discomfort. It does not dramatize struggle. It treats pain as data and continues forward. This mindset transforms adversity into fuel rather than a signal. The disciplined person is not immune to pain. They are indifferent to it. Indifference is power. Pain loses its leverage when it no longer controls behavior. Discipline teaches you that discomfort is temporary, but identity is permanent. Every disciplined action strengthens identity. Every avoided action weakens it. That trade-off is constant whether you acknowledge it or not. Your habits expose your character more accurately than your words ever will. Identity is not what you claim, it is what you repeatedly do. Discipline aligns behavior with values without relying on self-image. When habits are weak, self-respect erodes quietly. When habits are strong, confidence grows without announcement. Discipline removes the need to perform identity verbally. You don't need to say you are committed. Your actions already say it. This is why discipline is quiet. It does not seek recognition. It produces evidence. Over time, habits lock in identity. You do not rise to your goals, you fall to your habits. Discipline ensures that when pressure hits, your default behavior supports you instead of exposing you. Habits built through discipline become automatic responses. Automatic responses decide outcomes under stress. Discipline is not about intensity, it is about reliability under pressure. No one is coming. This is not pessimism, it is clarity. Expecting rescue delays ownership. Ownership accelerates change. Responsibility is final and non-transferable. Discipline begins when you accept that no external force